Boss. Been up for about 5.5 days straight, and I have a new revolutionary chassis design for the Mustang. It's gonna change.
Look, Rob, I've been meaning
Bob,
to.
sir.
Bob, Robert, Bobbert, it's all the same to me. Don't you sass me, boy. Look, I'm sorry, Bill. There have been some big changes. The bean counters are all up my where the sun don't shine. Been focusing on killing off all Ford cars except for EVs.
It's a revolution, sir.
I get all that, Bingus, but it's a matter of the times are changing, and we gotta look to focus on profit from the average buyers. Can't be banking on all these enthusiasts with sports cars because they either can't afford it, they can't rationalize it, and if they can do both, they don't come to Ford, they go to Beamer or Porsche.
Yes, sir. Exactly. Porsche, Beamer. I have the new secret weapon for all of that.
I already know that. Blah, blah, blah. Project GTD, Project Dark Horse. I get all that. You can still keep all that.
Really? That's great.
Yes, but we ain't affording the whole brand new revolutionary chassis from the ground up that you're busting in here, greasing your jockeys over now. We need to make cuts, and we need to not change what ain't broke, if you get my drift. Take the S550, make it look like it can kill a pedestrian even more so than ever. Drop that 5, slap a 6 there, make it an S650, and there's your new chassis.
Now, can I at least keep the retro gauges and the line lock?
Sure, you can keep all that bee-boop. Now go on to the body designers, take what I just told you, and get this thing rolling off the assembly line before the weekend.
Sir, it's the end of the week. It's Friday night.
What'd I tell you about sassing me?
Yes, sir. It'll be done. Have a great Friday night.
Good. That's how I keep my bonus this year. It's the most successful sports car of all time. They gonna buy whatever we put out. It don't matter. I don't get all this fuss.
Howdy, and welcome to Leandro's S650 Mustang. This is the first, actually no, this is not the first American car. You do not have that privilege, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The first American car that I did was a Ford Focus.
That's probably more.
Yes, I would say yes. It's definitely more of an American car.
Yes.
This is Leandro. Leandro is not a stranger to the channel. We reviewed and drifted his M440.
X3 M40.
X3 M40 as well, long ago, 3 years ago, the video that does the best, and people will yell at me for driving like an asshole on the street, and that's okay. We're here at the track. Look guys, look, I am not endangering people anymore, and we're still alive. He still has all of his appendages. We're doing great. I would say this is the first muscle car that I'm driving, but it's not a muscle car. Mustangs are pony cars. They're totally different. Whatever you want with it. I like the design. Take a look at these brakes. The only thing I'm kind of remotely concerned about, I think these are just dual piston. It might even be single, but it's fine. I'm actually really excited. And the reason why I'm excited, and I think I'm actually gonna like this car a lot more than I think I am, is because, oh, you have hood struts. That's so cool. This is why I'm excited, because it is the lightest Mustang you can get. 2.3 liter EcoBoost with a gob amount of torque, tons of torque, so much torque. I'm doing the Trump hands right now, don't judge me. There's so much torque. Light in the front end. As a lot of people know, I like to look at the engine bays, see where the strut tops are there, just because you kind of have a relative sense of where the subframe is at and how the engine sits. This one actually sits a little bit more forward towards me than I'd actually like, but then again, there's a lot going on back there for the firewall. Neither here nor there. I'm excited about this because this is the lightest Mustang, weighing in at what, 3,500 pounds?
3,400 pounds, yeah.
3,400. It is lighter, and that's why I'm excited. I think I'm gonna really like this. I think I closed that. Yep, rips off your bumper on accident. Sorry, I accidentally grabbed these instead of that, just like, you know. Don't worry, it's fine. It's a drift car now. What are the power figures? 315. 315 horsepower and 350 foot-pounds of torque. The only issue Leandro has addressed is that we can't put this in a manual mode. Let's go. Get this going because it is obnoxiously hot. Wow, look at this. This is the future, man. Look at this technology.
It's the last muscle car in the market. They already jacked up their prices for next year.
Fair enough.
For me.
What's equity? I'd be investing while buying cars. That never happens. Mustang, Camaro, Challenger, the holy trinity of modern muscle cars. Meh. This is a pony car. This is a GT car. It's a sports. It's the #1 selling sports car of all time.
There we go. A little more track focused.
Ooh. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the tack. This is automatic, and unfortunately, I've been told that there is no way to put it in some sort of paddle shift. I could swear that there was a way on the actual steering wheel itself to use a little up and down arrow or whatever, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now. There we go. Cool. Oh, wow. Okay, so turn in. This is a first lap impression. Okay, it's responsive. It's responsive. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh, we're already hitting 90. Trust the brakes. So we're gonna just do like an initial, like, kind of warm-up lap. Wow, this is cool. Is the lap timer on? You said no? Okay, we can pit for that. We can just kind of chill out for a moment here. We have to pit, don't we, if he stopped? Okay, we will stop. Alright, so this part's new. Yeah, dude. Alright, I'm not even like jamming in the brakes too hard. Oh, that kind of sucks, but it's all good. We've got some big corner push right there, and that's fine. All right, mid corner push. I'm gonna modulate with throttle, off throttle rotation. It's planted. This is nicely planted. Okay. All right, we're gonna pit real quick because I wanna time it. I'm very curious. So far, dude, first lap impressions. This is actually that's cool. That's like super cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is one of the reasons that actually surprised me about this car was its actual handling, its turn in. I'm kind of shocked.
I am shocked. I am flabbergasted right now, my guy.
Yeah.
Like
I'm like, okay.
What?
I didn't expect this at all.
I am not expecting this at all either. Okay. Let's see a tossability test. Actually pretty tossable. The front end's dialed in pretty nicely. Like, wow, I am blown away. Brakes aren't too bad. The downshift's nice. Good tuning on the transmission. So I'm not even like doing much. This is cool. There we go, a little rotation. Dude, nice. Let's see, Mike's gonna catch up to me in his Miata. It is slippery right here. Lift off, little turn in here. Might have to give some point buys here soon. We are understeering like a bitch there. That is plowing. It's like, what up, grass? And I'm like, nah, dude, I don't want that grass. Stability kind of let loose a little bit there. All right, Mike. All right, Mike. We're doing the point buy drill today. I don't trust the understeer in this corner here. Got to get the brakes on the front end just to get it to rotate, and then lift off, let it rotate. Yep. These tires are struggling. What tires are these? What tires are these? Yes. It's okay. We don't look at these things. We just drive. We're not here to tell you the quirks and features. I'm not Doug DeMuro. I could give a shit less about that. All right, I've got my impressions of this car. There is some serious push. Look at this. Oh my God. All right. We're gonna. I'm good. Like, high-speed stability is definitely questionable. Braking is questionable. Mid-corner, questionable. Oh my God, I'm like on the throttle, it's just plowing forward. All right, I'm gonna stop abusing Leandro's car because I smell some brakes. He probably smells them too. Brakes and tires lift off here because I don't like that shit. Oh, it doesn't register the lap like where the thing is. All right, that's fine. Okay, we'll do just one more then. One more focus lap. All right, come on. Do it here. It is a darty little shit. Like darty in a not a good way. It's like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Gotta take this corner. Weird. And it does have an LSD, but I can't tell, to be honest with you. Smell the brakes. I'm sorry. We're gonna do plenty of cool off laps. I'm sorry, Leandro. If I were him, I'd be thinking like, God damn it. But the thing is, I'm not even going full tilt on this. I'm driving this car 6/10 right now, and it's hitting that ceiling.
Yeah.
It has hit that ceiling. Chassis is very capable though. I say the chassis is extremely capable. Whew, that is a scary section right there. Like you feel it get like almost zero gravity right there. There's no way. There's no way. This car ran a 133 on a hot day with these brakes? You're kidding. There's no way. There's no way. No way, no how. 133.01, almost 133 flat. There's no way. Shocked. This car is skittish. Not gonna lie, and higher speed, it does scare me.
It does 100%.
Does it scares you too, right? Like it's even worse from the passenger side because you don't know, you can't feel communication, but you can feel the chassis, and the chassis is like, and I'm like, no, I don't want that, dude. Like, you want to do Mustang things? Like, no, I don't. There are no crowds out here, so that's good. I understand now, but like people wreck into people and do Mustang things at lower speeds, so I'm confused why people don't know how to drive these cars properly. But now, this car is not set up for the track. It's just, this is the everyday man's
Correct.
Mustang that still pulls a 133 somehow. By the grace of the car gods, this still pulls a 133 somehow. I'm shocked. Shocked. Shocking. It's better than I thought it would be.
But there's still some BS shit about it. Words.
I'm confused.
Yeah,
I am legitimately confused.
That's exactly how I feel about this car.
Oh, wow.
And welcome back to the tier list. I say welcome back because I used to do this for cars. Don't know why I stopped, but here we are turning a new page, and we're starting off with Leandro's Ecoboost Mustang. The way this works is S tier is gonna be the highest. F tier is not as good as S tier. If a car makes it into F tier, it's not the worst car. If a car doesn't make my tier list at all, it means I hated it, I don't like it, it doesn't deserve to be on my list. I'm gonna talk about the chassis, drivetrain, suspension, brakes. Starting with the chassis on the Ecoboost Mustang, the S650 is roughly about, let's say 3,600 pounds, maybe a little bit less with the Ecoboost form. Still a very heavy car. The chassis itself isn't any different from the S550 to my knowledge. It doesn't feel super rigid. It also doesn't feel too flexible, not too soft. It is what it is. It's very expectant of what you would find in a Mustang. And there you go. That's the chassis. Nothing crazy. The suspension itself was interesting because it felt like the rear was stiffer than the front. And I'm not sure why, but it did have a lot of mid-corner understeer, and I would try to get on the brake to have the nose dive in, get some more weight on the front, and then try to take a set. And every time I do that, it's like it would half take a set, it wouldn't fully take a set, and then start getting on it and it would be struggling just to try to not understeer. I tried to get some throttle oversteer, just couldn't do it, just kept pushing. And then in high speed corners, the high speed was really weird because the rear would kind of do this weightless waver type thing, and it didn't really give me any confidence because I didn't know what it was going to do back there. So I never knew what it was doing back there when I started going into higher speed transitions. So suspension was meh, it's there, it's compliant, it's soft for day-to-day driving, awesome. The steering is, it's a steering wheel, it's there, there's no feedback, there was no weight to it, even in track mode. So I was just like, okay, it's just a reference point. A lot of cars nowadays, the EPS is so overboosted, it doesn't matter anymore. I try to drive more with the chassis, so the steering was just more of a reference point. I feel like my direct drive wheel that I use for sim racing gives way more feedback than a lot of newer cars, and this case was no exception. The brakes, they're there. I feel like the brakes weren't really made for this weight of this car. I don't know where they got these brakes from in the parts bin, but they were not the best. And then to put it in perspective, this Mustang was not equipped with the performance brakes. Performance brakes have a 70 to 0 mile per hour stopping distance of 149 feet. That's not super good, it's very mid-tier. This car didn't have those brakes, so I was pushing it maybe 7/10 at the most. Not confidence inspiring by any means. Brakes were not my favorite thing about this car. Now the drivetrain. I love EcoBoost motors, whether it be the 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder. I'm just a huge fan of EcoBoost just because they make a lot of torque. They're still very American. So the 2.3 liter is very reminiscent of like a Cosworth, you know, 2.3 liter, 315 horsepower, 350 pounds of torque. If you were to ask me where the power band was, my answer would be yes. It was all over the rev range. I don't think I ever got to red line, and that's fine. I didn't really need to ring it out. It's like, it was going. Like, this car definitely hauls for a 4-cylinder. I'm sure that the aftermarket for these cars is pretty awesome. I'm sure it can get well over 400 horsepower without breaking a sweat. Cool motor, love the EcoBoost motor. Transmission, believe it or not, automatic was the highlight of this car for me. I love the transmission tuning. I was looking for paddle shifters, none there. Looking for a Tiptronic little plus and minus, not there. I couldn't figure out how to do like a manual shift mode, and that's fine because once I got it on the track, the transmission tuning is so good. It knew when to downshift coming into a corner, and then it kept it in the right proper gear and the right RPM range just so I can kind of modulate through the corner itself. The transmission was awesome. I was blown away. Does that convert me over? No, come on now. But overall, the Mustang was Mustanging, and I was like, cool, here we go Mustanging again. That was my favorite part about it, is Mustang being Mustang, just doing whatever it wanted to do. I felt like I was in control to a certain extent of pushing the car. Lower speed, the car was like, okay, you've got this. And then higher speed, it's like, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. I didn't like that. Still a good car, still comfy, still a GT car, but for day-to-day use, this car it's awesome. Like, it's a fun car. For the track, it definitely needs some work. Modifying it might be worthwhile if you're into that kind of thing. In this case, I would say, please don't do that. Get like an actual car that's ready to go kind of halfway for the track instead of spending a bunch of money on a brand new Mustang. Tier list. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into D tier. This car is not bad. It's not really good either. It's just kind of like, here's car. Enjoy. Thank you so much, Leandro, for letting me ring the Mustang around a little bit, and thank you so much for being here. If you like driving fast, and you like cars, and you like driving cars fast, please like and subscribe, comment. If you're upset that I put it in D tier, let me know, and somebody else will probably comment, and y'all can hash it out together. I'll just sit back there with popcorn. Otherwise, until next time, bye!